Hello, good afternoon, all the listeners of Radio Madesh Masla 106.4 MHz. It's me, Suraj Narayan Jha, in the studio with tech friend Vikas Pandey and RJ Kumar Sandan. Okay, welcome to you all in our radio educational program, which is sponsored by Nepal Police School, media partner Radio Madesh Masla 106.4 MHz. Okay, today in our radio educational program, we have invited my respected and your also respected Arun Kumar Shah sir in our studio. Welcome, sir.
Namaste and good afternoon to you all listeners, viewers and students.
Sir, are you fine?
Okay, fine.
Sir, then today's class for class 4.
Class 4, Science.
Science. So, you should start the class. Please start the class and I will write back. Okay?
Okay,
Sir, start the class.
We are in Unit 1 of Science for Class 4 and name of the unit is Living Beings. First lesson continue, it is the name of the lesson Invertebrates and Vertebrates. So in this 1 hour time we will have 2 periods. First period for class 4, first half, and second half for class 5 science. So dear students, before starting the class, today I have 3 questions as quiz questions. So you are regularly listening the program, you are watching the program, so the answer you can say, and as it is one way, so you can think the answer and I will say the answer of the questions, and when it matches then it will be right. So for just a short test, some questions from previous classes. First question as quiz question: in which phylum does jellyfish lie? In which phylum does jellyfish lie? Dear students, think the answer of this question. Thank you. Perhaps your answer is correct. The answer of this question, jellyfish lies in Coelenterata. Second question for quiz: what are the locomotory organs of Paramecium? What are the locomotory organs of Paramecium? So students, please. Yes, the answer which you have thought, that is right. It is cilia. And third question: which phylum animals have flat, long and ribbon-like body? Which phylum animals have flat, long and ribbon-like body? Yes, perhaps your answer is right. The answer of this question is the phylum Platyhelminthes. They have flat, long and ribbon-like body. So after this short quiz, we are going to forward the course. So today we are in phylum 5, fifth phylum, Nemathelminthes. So we will write the characteristics of this phylum. So these phylum animals are called roundworms because they have round body, round and unsegmented body. So they are called roundworms. So their body, first, their body is covered with a wax-like material. Their body is covered with a wax-like material, means the body is so smooth due to that wax-like substance. Number 2, the body of these animals, is long and cylindrical. Body is long in length, it is longer type body, and they have cylindrical body in the cylinder shape. Third characteristics, they have both the mouth and the anus. We know that for the digestive system there is alimentary canal, and from starting of phyla we found that phylum Protozoa, they had only one cell, and that single cell performed different functions. After then Porifera, Coelenterata, and as we move forward in the phylum, we find the systems, the vital systems are found to be slightly developing. And in third point of this phylum Nemathelminthes, they have both the mouth and the anus. It means that in alimentary canal for digestion process, for ingestion of food inside they have mouth, and for throwing waste materials, fecal matters, for passing stool they have another opening, that is anus. So third characteristics of Nemathelminthes is that they have both the mouth and the anus. Similarly, fourth characteristics we can write, some of them are parasites as they obtain their food from other animals. Examples: hookworm, pinworm, ascaris. The body is longer and they have one lateral section in the body. Body is smooth. They have mouth and anus. Some of them are parasites. We know that parasites, saprophytes, different modes of the different animals for taking their foods. These animals, Nemathelminthes, roundworms, some of them are parasites. Parasite means, here it is clear, as they obtain their food from other animals, they live inside the body of other living host and they suck their food from those hosts, so they are called parasites. As examples, hookworm, pinworm, ascaris. So these are very common examples, as we find some children suffering from these worm infestations in their intestines. Hookworm, pinworm coming from the stool, ascaris or long type roundworms. So these are the characteristics of phylum Nemathelminthes. So dear students, I think you can easily understand these phylum characteristics. Body is covered with wax-like substance. The body of these animals is long and cylindrical. They have both the mouth and the anus, and some of them are parasites because they obtain their food from other animals. So if from these characteristics you can be asked why roundworm is a parasite, then you can say the answer because they obtain their food from other animals. So examples are hookworm, pinworm and ascaris. So these are characteristics of nemathelminthes. After this we will be in 6th phylum. So 6th phylum is Annelida. The name of 6th phylum is Annelida because there is the phylum Annelida because they have ring-like body. They have ring in their body, so this phylum is called Annelida because annulus means ring in the body. So now we are going to write characteristics. We can see figure of these annelids. They have long, cylindrical and segmented body. Many segments are there in their body. These phylum annelids have long, cylindrical and segmented body, segments like rings. So we say that characteristics, they have long, cylindrical and elongated body. Second characteristics we can write, they are found on land and in water. Third, they have both the mouth and the anus. Fourth, they have developed digestive system. Examples: leech, earthworm. So earthworm is common animal we can see in rainy season in our locality. It is found in the farm fields, in the soil, earthworm. So characteristics of annelidas, they have long, cylindrical and elongated body, and they have also segmented. The main point is they have long, cylindrical, elongated body, and they have segments. They have segments in their body. So they have many. They have long, cylindrical and elongated body. They have long, segmented. So we can find in roundworm, they have no segments in their body, but these phylum animals, Annelida, they have segment in their body. So this is the main point to distinguish between that Nemathelminthes and Annelida. Annelida body is segmented, segments like rings in their body, but that phylum Aschelminthis or Nemathelminthis, roundworms, have no segments in their body. Second characteristics, they are found on land and in water. Third, they have both the mouth and the anus, similar type of characteristics, that for ingestion of food, taking food, they have mouth, and for excretion, anus. They have developed digestive system. We find that as we move in the phyla from one to next higher type of phylum, they have their systems developing slightly, and in fourth characteristics of Annelida, it shows that they have developed digestive system. Digestive system is developed on than other phylum. Examples: leech. Leech is common, which is found in water, and they stuck with some animals and suck the blood. Earthworm is common animal which is found in our farm and field, which is also called friends of farmers, because they make the soil porous and fertile. So these are characteristics of Annelida. After this, we will be in seventh phylum. Seventh phylum, Arthropoda. So students, Arthropoda, the name of the phylum says. Why the name is Arthropoda? Because arthro means jointed, and pods means legs. Their legs are jointed, so the name of this phylum is Arthropoda. And characteristics: of these phylum animals are that, first point, this phylum includes those animals which have jointed legs. They are found in all types of habitats, that is air, water, and land. Their body is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen. Fourth characteristics, they have a pair of antenna. Examples, very common examples like butterfly, housefly, cockroach. Arthropoda, those animals which have jointed legs, joints in their legs. So the name of the phylum is Arthropoda. We can see Arthropoda body, two eyes are there, and there is thorax, and from this there are two antennae, and from this there is wings, and this is the thorax and abdomen. These are antennae, wings, eyes. This phylum includes those animals which have jointed legs. Their legs are jointed. many joints are there in the legs. They are found in all types of habitat. So students, you should know that this is the phylum which contains highest number of animals. Highest number of animals are found in Arthropoda, because this phylum contains those animals which have different habitat, air, water and land. These all types of animals are there. So this phylum contains the highest number of animals. Their body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Head is there, front part is head, which has a pair of compound eyes. Thorax is the middle part of the body, from where wings and legs arise, that is the thorax part, and head is there, abdomen. They have a pair of antennae. Antennae are there in the body. Those antennae are the sense feelers, means they feels some climatic change or any types of other prey, etc. Examples are butterfly, housefly, cockroach for this phylum Arthropoda. So dear students, after this phylum, we will be in next phylum, 8th phylum. We are going to read about the 8th phylum, and the name of that 8th phylum is what? Yes, of course, you have learned the name of all phyla. So the name of 8th phylum is Mollusca. So mollusk means soft. Their body soft, so they are called Mollusca. We are going to write characteristics of this phylum. You can see the animals of these phylums. They are found in our garden, in our locality, where two receptors are there, and when we go there, they hide their body inside this hard shell. So snails are found in our garden. They are moving in the garden and they hide their body. They have a hard shell. So we can write the characteristics of this phylum. First, this phylum includes soft body animals. Means their body is very soft. Body is soft, but they have a hard shell, and they hide their body inside the hard shell. So, okay students, as there is time limit, so now we have to assign homework about 8th phylum. We will read in next class. So, as homework for class 4, we have some questions. Please write the questions and then you can write the answer of these questions. What are parasites? Give 2 examples. Second questions. Write characteristics of Nemathelminthes. Third, draw a figure of earthworm and scabies. So these are the homework for class 4. First question, what are parasites? Give 2 examples. Write characteristics of, second question, Nemathelminthes phylum, and third question, draw a figure of earthworm and scabies. So dear students, I think you will do the homework regularly. So as homework you will do in your copy. So now it is the time for break. So after this break, again we will return back for next class, for class 5. Thank you.
रेडियो मधेश मसला 106.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज में अब समय है व्यापारिक विश्राम के। तब तक अपने भी हाथ साबुन पानी से मल मल के धो के आओ। कोरोना वायरस से अपने भी बचो और दूसरों के बचाओ। सूचना 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 कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण संबंधी अत्यंत जरूरी सूचना। हाल विश्व भर फैल रहल कोरोना वायरस से नेपाल उच्च जोखिम में रहल। विश्व स्वास्थ्य संगठन के प्रतिवेदन अनुसार कोरोना वायरस से हो रहल आ हो सके वाला संभावित जोखिम से बचेला कोनो किस्म के सभा, जुलूस, मेला आदि न करे न करावे के लिए अनुरोध कल जाइत है। कोरोना वायरस से बचे वाला उपाय: भीड़ से बचो, चले के समय मास्क के प्रयोग करो, साबुन पानी से नियमित हाथ धो, कम पाकल मांस मछली न खाओ, दही, दूध, घी, पनीर आदि के सेवन करो, सरल खाए वाला चीज न खाओ, खाए वाला चीज के नीमन से धो के आ अच्छा से पका के मात्र खाओ। एक आपस में अभिवादन कैला पर नमस्ते करो, हाथ न मिलाओ, एक आपस में शारीरिक दूरी कायम रखो, खोखला पड़े या छींक आयला पर आगाड़ी के व्यक्ति के विपरीत दिशा में अपन मुख छोपू। रोग संक्रमण लागल संख्या लागला में स्वास्थ्य तथा रोग नियंत्रण कार्यालय के कॉल सेंटर नंबर 1339 में जानकारी दियो तथा चिकित्सक संगे संपर्क करो। दैनिक रूप में पानी गर्म करके मात्र प्रयोग करो। ब्रॉडकास्टिंग एसोसिएशन ऑफ नेपाल और रेडियो मधेश मसला गौड़ा द्वारा जनहित में जारी संदेश। The voice of मिठाई रेडियो मधेश मसला 106.4।
Okay, welcome to you class 5 students. Me Arun Shah for subject science for class 5 and the same lesson which is started in last classes. We want to give continuity of the same lesson, lesson 1 invertebrates. So dear students, we are in phylum, study of different phyla in lesson 1 invertebrates, and of course we have finished 4 phyla already: Protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes. So today we have to study about the 5th phylum of invertebrates, and the 5th phylum is phylum 5, Oscahelminthes or Nemathelminthes. So this phylum name is Oscahelminthes because they have round body, so they are called roundworms. Now characteristics of these phylum animals are like these characteristics. First characteristics, the body is unsegmented, means there are no segments in their body. Unsegmented, cylindrical, in cylindrical shape, and covered with cuticle. If you see the animal's body, they are long and cylindrical, where mouth, there is anus, tail, and one line is separating the body. So the body is unsegmented, cylindrical, and covered with cuticle. Cuticle means very thin membrane which covers the body of these animals. Number 2, they are parasitic and free living. Means some animals are parasite, they live inside the body of other living host, and some are free living, they are free, they get their food outside, they are living either in water or on soil. They have both the mouth and the anus. They have both the mouth and the anus. We know that mouth and anus are concerned with the digestive system. For taking in food, mouth they have, and for throwing the waste products as fecal matter, stool, passing stool, they have a small opening, that is anus. Fourth characteristics, sense organs are poorly developed. So dear students, you know sense organs are there, eye, ear, nose, skin and tongue. So sense organs in these animals are poorly developed, means less developed. They are in the stage of development. Fifth characteristics we can write, most of them live in the intestine of other animals. So these are the commons. We also take some medicines for worm infestation to get free from that worms. They are like pinworm, hookworm, roundworm. They are found in the intestine of other animals and they suck their food from there. Sixth characteristics, they are unisexual. Unisexual means the sex reproductive part means either male reproductive part or female reproductive parts are separate in separate body. Some may have only male reproductive part, they are called male. Some may have female reproductive part, they are called female. So even in roundworm there is male roundworm and female roundworm. Female is longer than male. So examples of this phylum we can write examples: pinworm, hookworm, Ascaris. These are the examples of this phylum. Eschelminthes, Nemathelminthes, they are called nematodes, roundworms. So after the characteristics, then we will go in our next phylum, sixth phylum, Annelida. So dear students, I think you have written, or if you are listening the program, FM program, and you are finding that you can't note this, then there is a record system and you can record, and after then you can utilize the same record. It will give you more time. So in next phylum, sixth phylum, we have to go for our study of sixth phylum. And dear students of class 5, the name of sixth phylum is Annelida. Phylum 6, Annelida. So this phylum 6 is called Annelida because they have rings in their body. They are also the worms, but they have rings in their body. So many rings are there in their body, and we find these animals as our common animals. We say earthworm. We find in the farm field now in rainy season coming from the soil. So they have many rings in their body, they have many segments in their body. So this phylum Annelida contains the worms which have rings in their body. Now characteristics. First characteristics we can write, their body is cylindrical, segmented, and elongated. Long body, cylindrical in shape, and segments are there in the body. So first characteristics. Second characteristics, their head is not well distinct. Means they have no head. It is not a distinct head. Third, some animals are parasites, but others are free living. Fourth characteristics, they have soft and wet skin for respiration. They can respire with their skin. They have soft and wet skin. We know that different types of respiration in different animals. Some respires with their lungs, some with gills, some with tracheal tubes, some with skin. So they have skin, soft and wet skin, and with that soft and wet skin they can respire. Fifth, they have both the mouth and the anus. Sixth, some are, you can write like this, they may be unisexual or bisexual. So even in book they are given that they are dioecious. Dioecious means they are unisexual, means male and female are separate in separate individuals, but we think some animals are bisexual also. Earthworm also have male and female genital ports in the single body. So we include the point they may be unisexual or bisexual, and as its example we can write earthworm and leech. Earthworm is common in our farm and field. They make the soil porous. Leech, it is found in water. We find sometimes it is stuck with the skin of some animals and suck the blood. So leech, it is also common. So these are the characteristics of phylum Annelida. After this, we have another phylum, next phylum, seventh phylum, that is Arthropoda. So dear students of class 5, we are giving continuity of our study about different phyla of invertebrates, and now we are going to read about seventh phylum. The name of this phylum is Arthropoda. If you go in the meaning, arthro means jointed, pods means legs. So as this phylum contains those animals which have jointed legs, so the name of the phylum is Arthropoda. And we can say that this phylum is the largest animals containing phylum, as there are many number of animals, highest number of animals. And what is the reason behind it? That we find some phylum contains aquatic animals, some phylum contains terrestrial animals, but this is the phylum which contains all types of animals, means those animals which live on land, which live in water, or which are aerial animals too. So as this phylum contains the animals which have different type of habitats, that is air, water, land, so this phylum contains the highest number of animals. Now, characteristics. We can say this is the phylum of insects. So first characteristics we can write, their body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Head, the front part of the body, the anterior part of the body; thorax, the middle part of the body, from where the wings and legs arise; and abdomen, the food storing part of the body, abdomen. Second characteristics we can write, these animals have 3 or more pairs of legs, pairs of jointed legs for their locomotion, and flying insects have wings. Third characteristics, they have a pair of compound eyes. So dear students, we can see compound eyes. We also have eyes, 2 eyes, but these insects, arthropods have compound eyes, means that eyes are helping them for a very wide vision. They can see in many more directions than us, which have our other animals which have simple eyes, but they have compound eyes, means they can see, they can view in many directions, they can change their directions. Respiration takes place through tracheal tubes. There is one tube through which the oxygen passes inside and goes to the tissues. So they have tracheal tubes for their respirations, and some which are aquatic, they respire with their in terrestrial and through tracheal tubes in terrestrial animals, and through gills in aquatic states. Fifth characteristics, their body is protected with a hard covering called exoskeleton. Hard covering is from outside, which is called exoskeleton, and the sexes are usually separate, means either they are male or female. Examples, we can write butterfly, housefly, crab. These are the examples of this phylum Arthropoda. So characteristics, once again we want to revise. Their body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen, 3 parts in body. These animals have 3 or more pairs of legs. Flying insects have wings on the thorax, arising from the thorax. They have a pair of compound eyes so that they can view in a wide range. They can change the direction of their view. The respiration takes place through tracheal tubes in terrestrial and through gills in aquatic stages. Their body is protected with a hard covering called exoskeleton. We have endoskeleton and exoskeleton. Endoskeleton means the bones which are inside the body. Exoskeleton means a hard covering which are making the body safe, protecting layer from outside. That is called exoskeleton. The sexes are usually separate. Usually separate means either they are unisexual or bisexual. So these are the characteristics of phylum Arthropoda. Examples are butterfly, housefly and crab. So as we are giving the continuity of our study about different phyla, and we have to know about their characteristics, their examples. So it will be very beneficial for us if we study regularly about them. Then we can easily say what are the characteristics, what are their feeding habits, where do they live, what are their habitats, etc. And which type of animals are in which phylum, we can say easily. So our next phylum, phylum 8, Mollusca. So mollusca are those animals, because this phylum contains soft-bodied animals. Their body is soft. So characteristics of mollusca, we can write what are their characteristics. They also have characteristics like other phylum. They have soft bodied. They have soft bodies. Their body is covered with a hard shell. Third, they move with the help of muscular feet. They have short bodies. Their body is covered with a hard shell. They move with the help of muscular feet. Other characteristics, they respire respiration through their gills and the lungs. The head is distinct. They are usually unisexual, means either they are male or female. As examples, snail, slug, octopus. We know octopus, it is found in sea, ocean, marine animal. Snail, which is found in our gardens, and we can see with their hard covering from outside. They have short body and they hide their body, soft body inside the hard covering. So once again, the characteristics of phylum Mollusca, they have soft bodies. Body is soft, but outer covering is hard. The covering is made of calcium carbonate. They hide their body inside that shell. Their body is covered with a hard shell. They move with the help of muscular feet. They respire through gills and the lungs. The head is distinct, means head is separate. It can be seen. They are usually unisexual, means either they are male or female. Examples are snail, octopus, slug, pilla, which is found in our ponds, farm fields, etc. So these are the characteristics of phylum Mollusca. After this phylum, dear students, we are going to study about the ninth phylum, the last phylum of invertebrates, that is Echinodermata. The ninth phylum is so last phylum is Echinodermata. Echino means spines and derma means skin. On their skin there are the spines. On the skin there are the spines, so the name is Echinodermata. And these animals characteristics, they are found only in sea water or marine water. Where there is sea and ocean, they are found. It is not found in our country because our country does not have sea and oceans. The body contains many spines on the skin. They move with tube feet. Their locomotion is by tube feet. They do not have a distinct head. Head is not well distinct. Their body may be star shaped or flower like shape. Some have shape like flower like shape. They are usually unisexual. We can write examples like starfish. Fish, but starfish, it is in phylum Echinodermata. Similarly, sea urchin or sea cucumber. These are the examples of this phylum Echinodermata. So, as we are reading the characteristics of phylum Echinodermata, so now
now this is time for assigning homework for the students.
Okay, dear students, as homework, we have some questions. Right? Define ossia. Define ossia. Number 2, write characteristics. Write characteristics of phylum Echinodermata. Write 2 differences between earthworm and roundworm. 4th question, we can write, why is tapeworm called a parasitic animal? So first question, dear student, define ossia. So you can write as answer. Hint I am going to give. The small pores found in the body of porifera are called ossia. Number 2, write characteristics of phylum Echinodermata. Dear students, just we have discussed, so you can write the characteristics. Write 2 differences between earthworm and roundworm. So these are 2 type of animals from 2 phyla. Earthworm is Annelida and roundworm is in Oscalmenthes. So you can write differences. Why is tapeworm called a parasitic animal? Because they live in the body of other animals and suck their food. So these are the hints for this homework.
Okay, sir. Now at last, what do you want to say the students who are listening Radio Madesh Masla about the COVID-19?
So it is the time to be safe from the COVID-19 virus, novel coronavirus. So the world is suffering from it. So dear students, as we know, some safety measures to have masks, to wash our hands regularly, nearly about 20 seconds.
Yes.
And to be safe, we have not to go in very crowded place. So these are some safety measures. We can adopt these safety measures and we can keep ourselves safe from the attack of COVID-19. So with this, I want to say, be safe, be alert, Be healthy, be happy. Thank you.
Sir, now your duty is to teach.
Yes.
And your duty has been finished. So, what do you want to tell the parent who are listening, Radio Madesh Masla? What do you want to tell the parent about caring, about doing the, how the student can do the assignment, how the parent can take care and help the student for doing the assignment?
So actually this is the teaching program
Yeah.
by some means either radio or mobile set.
Sure.
So dear students can take their classes only when they have some device, the necessary things. So I want to request respected parents, please provide them the things which make them easy for their study, and main thing is that they need time and a very peaceful environment for their study. So I want to request respected parents to provide the students the things which are required for them for their study.
Okay, all the FM listeners, all my dear brother and sister, now the time to go now. So thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, now all the FM listeners, I would like to request you, please like our Facebook page and hit the notification bell icon. And this is the time of epidemic COVID-19. So be safe, use mask, use sanitizer if possible. If not possible, use soap and water for washing your hand and take care. Okay, bye bye.